An AI video was created that was supposed to be Joe Rogan on his podcast talking to Donald Trump. And keep in mind, before you watch this video, this is completely fake. Everything about this is fake. The video is fake. The audio is fake. The verbiage, what they're saying, their words are fake. This is all fabricated. And this was created by AI, by artificial intelligence. The artificial intelligence was told to create a conversation on Joe Rogan's podcast between Joe Rogan and Donald Trump. And this is what it came up with. Remember, this is entirely fake. Watch.
Woke movement is trying to dismantle traditional ideas of what it means to be a man. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, it's a shame, absolutely a shame. We've always been known as a country with strong, confident, and successful men, and now they want to change all of that. It's just outrageous.
Do you think that this shift in thinking could potentially be a threat to the United States' position as the world's most powerful nation?
Well, when you see countries like Russia and China, they have a completely different view on masculinity and strength. They aren't worried about being politically correct or trying to appease the woke crowd. They understand the importance of strength and power, and they're on their way to becoming major threats to the United States.
What? Literally the only reason that I would know that was fake, if I didn't know before I watched it, the only giveaway in that entire video that that's artificial intelligence and not reality would be the way that Trump pronounced China. Because he pronounced it just China, Russia and China. And I know that Trump says China. Other than that, there's no indication that that's fake. That's a conversation that's very realistic that could have easily happened between Rogan and Donald Trump. It's the inflection and their voices. Rogan sounds dead on. When I listened to that, and I listened to it very critically, I would not have known that that was not Rogan. Donald Trump, there was just something that wasn't 100% authentic, but it was like 99.5% authentic. Think about how scary this is. This is going to be weaponized against people. There are going to be videos that are used as false allegations against people. It's going to sound like your voice. It's going to look like your face. It's going to look like you're committing a crime or maybe a moral crime. And think about who this is going to be leveraged against. It's going to be leveraged against politicians by political opponents. It's going to be leveraged against culture influencers, especially when cultural influencers are trying to influence the culture towards the right. So religious people, Christian people, anybody who speaks out against transgenderism, anybody who stands up for traditional marriage, anybody who advocates for an end to abortion, anybody that's a good person, that's fighting in this battle of good versus evil that we're engaging in our nation, anybody who's on the side of good, like, what are you going to do if you get this kind of false allegation? If someone sees this and then it seems really real and it seems really egregious if it's a false allegation, and then you come out and say, oh, it's fake. Do you think people are going to believe you? How many people are going to see the video without even hearing your defense anyway? And how many of us, think about who this is going to hurt the most. It's going to hurt the everyday American person the most. Because it's you and I that don't have unlimited resources to hire forensic analysts to pick apart the technology and then utilize the power, our powerful connections in the media and politics to publicize the fact that what the forensic analysts found was XYZ, which proves it's a fake. This is awful. This is dangerous stuff. We really do need to have a conversation in this country about how to properly harness AI so that it can work for us and it can do good things for us as technology does, but also how to put boundaries on it. And I don't mean boundaries, just cultural boundaries. I mean boundaries in the law so that it doesn't become something whose harm is greater than its benefit to society.